petition by Secretary of State Chuck Gray to move a State Board of Land Commissioners meeting planned for June 5th from Cheyenne to Casper has been denied by Governor Mark Gordon. The meeting is expected to discuss a request for lease renewal by Prism Logistics for 3,200 acres of land on Casper Mountain.
I'm deeply disappointed that the governor has refused to hold the upcoming board meeting in Casper, which would have facilitated increased public comment and input on the sand and gravel issue in Natrona County.
Secretary Gray hoped to move the meeting so Natrona County residents would not have to travel to comment. SBLC meetings are most often held in Cheyenne in the Capitol Auditorium. However, a previous SBLC meeting addressing the gravel pit was held in Casper in April 2024. The governor's office gave a statement to Your Wyoming Link saying, "The governor welcomes and encourages public input on this lease and all matters before the board. Our office has been receiving public input via email and telephone call on this issue." The statement also explains that the meeting will remain in Cheyenne to not incur additional costs and staff time needed to move it. The governor's office also encourages the public to take advantage of the meeting, offering opportunities for public comment using Zoom.
The gravel pit is proposed for here, Coates Road. And residents here, like Carolyn Griffith, who also chairs the Preserve Casper Mountain Alliance, are concerned about these new leases and what they could mean for the area.
We were hoping with the public outcry and with the knowledge of how important our water is up here for our homes, that maybe there would be some reconsideration, but that doesn't seem to have been the case.
In a later statement, Griffith said moving the meeting to Casper was an opportunity I wish they would have taken advantage of. Among the list of concerns raised by residents are potential damage to wildlife, the water table, and pushing homeowners out of the land. A conditional use permit for the land was previously revoked from Prism Logistics by the Natrona County Commissioners last September. The commissioners also changed provisions for Mountain Residential 1 zoning districts to prohibit mining. Prism Logistics responded to the commissioners' decision by suing to dispute county authority over state-owned lands. The outcome of this lawsuit and whether or not the leases are renewed will determine if the gravel pit moves forward.
They have an opportunity at this point to do something about the leases as opposed to just basically granting permission. Being able to mine on every piece of state land is not necessarily an entitlement. And I think it's perhaps being looked at that way, that fiduciary responsibility of the state land board is to make as much money as they can on the state lands, and we get that. We also get that mining's relevant. We need gravel, but there also is some responsibility to the residents that live around it.
Your Wyoming Link reached out to Prism Logistics for comment but received no response. Duncan Cowan, Your Wyoming Link, Casper.